Hey guys, it's Cody here from the local home team. 2020 has come to an end, and some of you might say that with a sigh, or a few, that finally this year's passed us. But the reality is 2021 is now underway, and what I want to do today is break down the 2020 real estate stats for the Windsor-Essex area, give you an idea of what happened last year and what to expect this year. So let's dive in. Windsor-Essex County Real Estate Board as a whole, three most important stats to look at are number of sales, number of listings, and average sale price increase or decrease. So our sales were up 2.4%. Our listings were down 7%. So sales up, listings down, that naturally constricts your inventory while we see that demand is rising. And of course, we know what that did to the price. 22.4% was what the average home sale value increased from 2019 to 2020. The end of 2019, our average sale price was about $336,000. We have now broken the $400,000 barrier, with our average sale price for 2020 coming in at about $411,000. So this is about a $75,000 price increase for the average home, or again a 22.4% upswing. Now at the end of 2019, what I did is I came up with this ratio called Cody's Hotness Score, and again, it's not an economical term that you'll find in a textbook or that you'll be taught about in college or anything like that, and it may or may not mean anything to you. But basically what I did is I broke down the areas in Windsor-Essex, and we have about 10 different MLS zones. So 00 is Windsor, LaSalle and Tecumseh, area 10 is Amherstburg, area 20 is Harrow and Colchester, and onward. And in 2019 what I did is I broke down basically what the change in number of sales were and the change in the sale price, and I put 2/3 emphasis on the number of sales, 1/3 emphasis on the change of price, and that basically gave me a score that I could rank each area in regards to which one had the most demand and price increase. So in the course of 2019, our winners were area 20, which is Colchester and Harrow. They had a huge price change in 2019, and their number of sales also went up. Number 2 was Kingsville. Kingsville's been booming, lots of new construction. And the third was Windsor, LaSalle, and Tecumseh, which is area 00. And that was surprising to see last year, because it only takes a few sales to swing an area like Colchester or Harrow, because it's a smaller area with smaller sales on an annual basis. But to see the city plus LaSalle and Tecumseh swinging that much number of sales and price, it was pretty alarming. So those were our big winners in 2019. 2020, I made a few guesses back in 2019 about who our biggest winners or hottest areas were going to be for the course of 2020. I was only right about one of them. So anyways, my predictions in 2020 were that Leamington, Amherstburg, and Essex were going to be the biggest mover and shakers of 2020. Now all three of those were, however, only one of those was actually statistically one of the top three if we're ranking it by Cody's Hotness Score. So the reality of 2020 is that our hottest area was Zone 80, which is Bell River and Woodsley, part of Lakeshore. So they had a huge price increase out there of about 21.8%, and then the number of sales just skyrocketed out there. They were about 22%, so coming in at 21.9%. So that gave them a Cody's Hotness Score of 21.8, which is about 4 points higher than our number 2 area, which was Amherstburg. Now I guessed that Amherstburg was going to be number 2, and that's the only one that I was right about. Amherstburg had a 15.4% increase in the number of homes sold, and a huge price increase at 23.3% in 2020 as far as the average price increase, which is just slightly higher than what the board average was. So that gave them a Cody's Hotness Score of 18. And then Zone 90, which is Tilbury, Comber, Staples, and out of area, basically moving east of Windsor-Essex County, they were the next big winner. So they had a huge price swing out there of 37.6%. They did have more sales, but only 6% more. But the pricing really, I guess probably what happened here is Chatham got too expensive for some people, so they started looking towards Tilbury. Windsor started getting too expensive for some people, and it's an easy commute to either Chatham or Windsor from Tilbury. So we had a lot more people looking to that area that haven't in the past. 2020, weird year, people decided they wanted rural properties because they weren't allowed to go too many other places, so they figured you might as well have space at home. And Tilbury, Chatham, Kent, those areas out there, they tend to have larger properties, so I think that's why there was a demand for those over the course of 2020. So anyways, the Three hottest areas were Bell River and Woodsley, Amherstburg, and then Tilbury and out of area. Anyways, what's happening moving forward in 2021? Bank of Canada is keeping the overnight rate low, I believe, till the end of 2022. So we're still seeing record low interest rates right now, and we're being told it's going to continue through to the end of next year at least. So that being said, I think we're going to see another year of low inventory, high demand, and price increases again. And for you home buyers that are getting discouraged, I'm sorry to present that to you. If you're a home seller that's been looking at selling, great news for you, but a lot of home sellers are also home buyers in the same market. So you're going to want to make a calculated move this year, where if you decide that you are going to move, you're looking for the right place, and you're probably going to have to buy before you sell. Typically selling isn't the issue right now. Selling is the easy part. It's finding the next home that's the harder part. Because there's so much demand, I think we're going to see a lot of new construction this year. There is a lot of new developments slated. There's also a lot of multifamily and apartments with applications, and especially when you look towards the city right now. So we're probably going to see quite a few people moving out of the home ownership market and into the rental market as they try and capitalize on the price increases, and then look towards putting maybe some money in the bank and investing and moving towards a downsized lifestyle for an apartment or condo. But the reality is, lots of people feel safe about putting their money and their investments in their home, whereas they may not in other markets like the stock market or things like that. So anyways, I think it's going to be another banner year for the Windsor-Essex County real estate market. I don't think we're going to see another 22.4% price increase. I could be eating my words a year from now. But if I had to guess, we're probably going to see something more like 10% plus or minus 2%. So maybe a 8 to 12% price increase this year. I don't expect another 22.4% price increase. And my only reason for saying that is what's looked very attractive about the Windsor-Essex area to people moving here from other areas is the fact that it was lower price to begin with. And as our price increases at a higher rate than the national average or even the provincial average, our area starts to look less desirable only from a price standpoint if we continue to go up at double-digit rates year after year after year after year. So I don't think we're going to see that huge price increase again. I think the prices are going to go up. I think it's going to be another very low inventory year, but I think the demand is going to stay strong. So anyways, if you have any questions at all, please get in touch with any one of our team members. We'd be happy to help you guys out. And thank you for your business in 2020. And we'll see how it looks for 2021. I'll be giving you monthly updates along the way. Thanks so much. Bye for now.